The Electoral Commission of Uganda has increased the amount of money candidates are to pay before being cleared to run in next year's general election. The new fees, which is almost 300% higher, is seen as a move to reduce the number of candidates. And well, here's that story from our sister station in Uganda, NBS Television.
On Wednesday, Parliament passed legislation that increased fees payable by presidential and parliamentary aspirants from the initial 8 million and 200,000 to 20 million shillings and 3 million respectively. The laws came shortly after 6 presidential aspirants had already deposited the 8 million shillings required in the old law. The Electoral Commission now wants the candidates to cough up extra 12 million shillings, contrary to common belief that laws do not work retrospectively.
The presidential aspirants who had already made a payment of shillings 8 million are advised to pay the balance of the fees before nomination day.
Those candidates who pay the new fees will then be nominated in new dates announced.
Following the amendments of the electoral laws by Parliament of Uganda, the Electoral Commission has found it necessary and taken a decision to extend the date or dates for nomination of candidates for the 2016 presidential elections, which was earlier scheduled for Monday 5th and Tuesday 6th October 2015 to new dates, to Tuesday 3rd and Wednesday 4th November 2015.
The campaigns for the presidency will run from 9th November to 10th February 2016. The changes in nomination days have also affected the polling date.
Even if we knew the day, this law does not allow us to mention that day until we nominate. Because what if you come up with one candidate?
Then
the framers of the law were very smart people.
Polls can, however, only be held between February 10th to 11th March 2016 to allow for conduct of local government elections. In 2011, elections were held on February 18th after 100 days of intensive campaigns. Candidates, however, are unlikely to have the same period to reach out to voters all over the country due to the changes in the electoral roadmap. The Forum for Democratic Change candidate, retired Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye, has booked the 3rd of November as his nomination date, with his request letter asking for 10 a.m. Former Prime Minister Amama Mbabazi has asked for 11 o'clock of the same date. NRM Secretary General Justine Kasule Lumumba was cited at the Commission shortly after the announcement, though she declined to leave her car to speak to the press. The announcements from the Electoral Commission mean the candidates aspiring for different positions in the country will have little time to campaign to be elected to the different positions. But the Uganda Police, meanwhile, says the security plan for the polls have been finalized, with all aspirants banned from running private security details.
For anyone to get out there and you put together a ragtag team that it is your security and it's going to protect you to do this and that, we are not going to accept that because this could be a recipe for election violence.
Pundits are already anticipating this to be one of the most tedious presidential campaigns in Uganda's voting history, given the fact that candidates will be expected to traverse 112 districts in the limited time. Sabit Joseph, NBS Sunset.